It's pretty unlikely that we'll see a majorly boosted Zlatan Ibrahimovic in FIFA 21 due to his recent falling out with EA Sports, but there might be another very good Swedish card coming into the game today, or should I say has come into the game today. Future Stars Isak is now available and looks pretty good. He's pretty tall, has good weak foot and good skill moves, and can certainly draw some comparisons to Ibra with him being obviously a Swedish forward. So in this video today, we're going to try this card out, and it only costs 150k, so hopefully it's good value for money. If you need to get your hands on some coins to improve your ultimate team, then check out the link in the description, igvault.com, and if you use the code Kieran at checkout, you'll get yourself a pretty nice discount. So this is the starting 11 this item is going to be playing in-game. He is of course going to be our striker, and we're going to set up with Valverde and De Jong in CDM spots, as you probably could have guessed just by looking at the team. I bought this guy as a cam, that's why I've set the team up like this, but obviously I could have just made him a striker and it had been, you know, the same outcome, but I didn't. So anyway, let's move on. Okay, so let's have a look at this guy with chem styles. With a basic, he is an 89 rated striker. With Hunter, the chem style I think I'm going to use, he's a 91 rated striker, which is very nice. And with Engine, he is an 88. But I don't think Engine would be a bad one for him because it gives him a nice pace boost and also gives him good boost in the dribbling area. But for the purposes of this review, we are going to go with Hunter. But I do want to hear from you guys in the comments, which other chem styles would you consider for this guy? He's a 92 overall with Marksman, so that's also worth noting. So there's an instant positive for this card with the 5-star weak foot. It's also good to see that he's got nice skill moves of 4, and high-low wear crits are always welcome on a forward in my opinion. Outside the foot shot, the only trait worth noting. So in-game stats, where do we begin? Let's start with the shooting. 89 finishing is very nice. Obviously we'll be boosted to 99 thanks to that Hunter chem style, and the initial base shot power of 91 is also really nice. In terms of dribbling, for someone who's 6'4", he actually does have some very nice dribbling stats. Are they brilliant? No, but for someone of his height, they're actually quite nice. Hopefully in game he feels decent on the ball. I'm not expecting him to feel super agile like a Neymar or anything like that, but hopefully he's still easy to maneuver. His passing stats are very average, if not poor, so yeah, definitely not a distributor. Don't think he's going to be someone that you're going to want to play as a cam, but with okay short passing, I suppose he could be decent at hold-up play. And when it comes to physicals, he's looking alright. I actually did expect a bit more in the physical department with him being so tall, but still 83 strength isn't bad, but 83 stamina, not particularly too ideal. The pace obviously is one of the big selling points of this card, and hopefully in game he does feel quick despite his height. So yeah, let's just get in some matches. Let's see how this card performs. I am hoping it's going to be decent value for money, especially considering he is one of the cheaper Future Stars card. We go again and we face a near full special card. He actually did that Sabitzer. This guy's crazy. He did that Team D nominee Sabitzer. Why? It was just way too overpriced. Might just give him the win just for doing that. He's been through enough. Ronaldo plays Isak into space, who's going to do well to skip past Boateng. And now we've got an opportunity. I don't really want to cross with him, but you know what? We don't really have much choice. We get the corner. Nice. Good bit of hold-up play, and he's put Ansu Fati into a good position there. And I've gone for the chip a bit too early. Or if I was going to do it there, I needed to put a bit more on it. But a nice chance there. Oh, big mistake by the opposition. I saw it coming. I saw that coming a mile away. Well, it's just 1-0 at the break, and my opponent, like I said earlier, must be absolutely kicking himself for that goal he conceded. But we will not complain. Not too many chances in that first half. Not for Isak anyway, but yeah, hopefully we can create a bit more in the second. Links up with Bruno. Back on the outside. I could really do with an option in the box. I've put it in. It's a pretty much hit and hope. But eventually it'll drop for Valverde, who gets knocked off by that bloody Sabitzer. Through ball. Isak gets on the end of it. Good strength to get past Hinteregger, but unfortunately we're going to be forced wide. We'll win the ball back. Bruno into Isak, into space. Chance to really wrap the game up, and with the left foot, pings it into the back of net. And hopefully now that's game over. It's been literally end to end since kickoff of the second half. And finally, we've scored. Ronaldo. Yeah, I saw that side tackle coming. I saw that. Chance to really finish this. Oh, what a finesse that was. Look at the curl on that to make it free. It was a really tight game until we got that second goal, but my opponent has got so much more aggressive with his defending, and we've just taken full advantage. And as you can see now, I think he's given up. Okay, there's the full-time whistle. A nice 3-0 victory and a hat-trick for the Swedish forward as well. Not a bad day out at all. That game, I have to tell you, was so end-to-end in that first 45, but then, yeah, as soon as we got that second, it was all but over, and he just got really aggressive. He was literally slide tackling every single time after that second. So yeah, job done. Okay then, let's get into another match, and we are up against a very nice side, very meta side, and a side that if we don't defend well will undoubtedly punish us. Too fatty into Isak, who's gonna have to hold up play and does well, distributes that wide to Guimaraes. Guimaraes has done well as well, and and too fatty. How have you not scored there? There's a chance. Isak inside the box, and wow, does he finish that. I tapped shoot, and he's absolutely blasted it into the back of the net. Great finish. Come on, can we open up space for a shot? We can. Finesse shot. Oh, we should be scoring there. Ball's bounced nicely. Can we open up a shot? We can. Nice footwork and a nice finesse as well into the back of the net. 2 chances for Isak, 2 finishes. Okay, so let me tell you, that first half was pretty tense. He plays pretty much as you'd expect from a guy with the team that he has. Loves to keep the ball, and yeah, just passy, 10-10, and all that. So pretty sweaty game, but we've been clinical on the counter, and yeah, we've had few chances, but we've taken them when we've had them. So hopefully more of that in the second half. Valverde into Isak. He's now going to have to hold up play. Releases Valverde once more. I was hoping he'd return with the run there, but didn't. But we've got a bit lucky with the bounce, and Bruno Fernandes ends up giving us a 3-0 lead. A bit against the run of play, but you know what, in champs, I'll take it. And here we go. I see that. Okay, here's a chance. Here's a big chance. Get through that gap. Come on, you've got the strength. You've got the strength. Finish that. Oh, that's a great... Oh, I thought it was going in. He'd actually done so well there to keep the ball, get himself into that position, but unfortunately we fired the shot wide. Maybe should have gone for the finesse, but I just thought the power shot would do enough. Oh, nice from Bruno there. Chance for Isak. Can he wrap this up? Oh, the chip just unfortunately didn't come through quick enough, but that should do it for this game. We get ourselves a 3-2 win. Tight game. Truly, truly tough game, that. And yeah, a nice win. So I remember earlier when I said this guy plays exactly how you'd expect by looking at his team. Well, this just sums it up. Finished in the 5-3-2 formation, which right now is pretty OP. So yeah, you can tell what kind of sweaty game I've just had. Well, we're here again at the summary page, and it's time to discuss the performances of this Alexander Isak item. And yeah, not a bad return from him considering the games that we played. In 3, he scored 7 and got an assist, which isn't a bad return for what he is. And what he is a pretty solid striker option. Is he top tier? No, I don't think so, but he's good, and it's a fun item as well. He's obviously got the height and the strength to play hold-up play, but he's also got the pace to be able to break through, which not all attackers have, so you do have options with how you want to play with this guy, which is obviously a benefit. And the main positive to this card for me is, without doubt, the 5-star weak foot. I just love it on players, especially for strikers and attacking mids, just because it makes you so much more unpredictable when, you know, taking off shots. You can fake one way, go the other way, or vice versa, which is obviously really, really nice. And when it comes to shooting, this guy is really good. Like, his shot power is mad. I really like that in game, and his finishing inside the box is also up to a great standard. And once again, that 5-star weak foot comes into play because you can use either foot. I would compare shot power to that of an Ibra, which is great. His pace is also very nice. Does he feel super rapid? Does he feel 99 pace? No, but he still feels quick. So which is obviously very nice, and he does have the breakaway ability, and you'll have seen that if you watched the footage. His passing is very inconsistent, and ultimately that's it. I don't actually think his passing is bad. It's just inconsistent. 1 minute he'll put through a nice through ball, the next is through ball go for a throw in. His shot passing there was decent, but yeah, he's not a distributor. You don't want to play him at cam. He's an out and out striker, and I wouldn't play him on the wing either. When it comes to dribbling, once again, it's one of them. His dribbling is good for his height, but if he was shorter, I would say his dribbling is not that great. Yes, he can feel a bit heavy from time to time, but considering he is 6'4", he is a very tall player. I think his actual ball control and general dribbling is quite nice, but as I say, it's not great. It's not a player that you're going to want to go on runs with, but he's not terrible on the 10, but he's also not too quick. So something to note there. Just don't go on dribbles with him. He's good enough to just, you know, have it in space, but if you've got players that are tight around him, you're going to come a bit unstuck. But luckily, he does have the strength to hold off those would-be defenders and, you know, 1-2 to get out of that situation. I hope that made sense. I kind of started rambling a bit there. All in all, basically, what I tried to say was his dribbling is alright for his height, but yeah, he doesn't feel all that agile, which is to be expected. Physically, like we've already touched on, the strength is quite nice. He's not like ridiculously strong. He's not actually strong like an Ibra, but he can hold off those would-be defenders, and he also has okay balance as well, so he's rarely actually forced onto the ground like some players with high strength and low balance are. Stamina was alright. If you went into extra time, probably would look to sub him off though, and his aerial ability was obviously quite strong. He's 6'4", he's just going to win headers naturally even without jumping, but obviously his jumping stat does come into play when attacking from corners, especially when he's marked by centre-backs. Anyway, all in all, I think a good item, a fun card. Is it top tier? No, it's not, but shot power and 5-star weak foot is very useful, and the card is just a fun little item in my opinion, and for 150k, I don't think the value is bad at all, so I think it's a card worth trying, all things considered. And probably is the closest thing we're going to get to a quote-unquote flashback Ibra this year, because like I've already said, Ibra and EA have had a bit of a falling out. If you've seen his Twitter, you'll obviously understand what I'm referring to, and if you don't understand, well, you know, Google it, and you'll see what I mean. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the future stars Isak. I hope I've been saying his name right the whole time, by the way. If you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on the item, and what price do you think this card will end up at. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.